Hi, welcome to my channel. This is my June 2017 plant tour video and updates of things that I've learned. I'm going to go through and give you an overview of all the plants so you can see in order how I'm going to introduce them. And then we'll get a closer look at each individual plant. I may have to cut this video into several different parts because it may run a little long. I don't know how much space I have on my phone. So, if this video ends up being uploaded as numbered, it means there's going to be more than one. So let's get this started. Again, we're going to start with a view of all the plants as a whole, and then I'll go through each individual plant. Alright, so let's start. We're going to start with the African Violets and move our way this way. We're going to do this guy, and then this guy. We got these guys right here. We have this little bit over here as well. All of these guys. These guys and these guys. So, now to start our individual tour. So, on to this guy. This is one of my African Violets. Sadly, he was really beautiful when I got him. But I had the broom leaned up against the wall, and it had knocked this guy into the dishwasher here, and he got wet. African Violets don't like to get wet. They don't like being misted. When you water them, you should water them pick up their leaves a little bit and water just the soil, on the top of the soil. They really don't like being wet, so it got wet and a lot of them are gone. Other than that, though, it's super healthy. My next African Violet is this beautiful white one. Both of them have this like metallic-iness to them. I don't have sun over here, so I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but they have this metallic-iness to them that is just so beautiful. These are the white ones, though. I love these so much. They're so beautiful. The pink ones looked a little smaller than this when they fell in the dishwasher. It's really beautiful. They're one of my favorites. Oh, you can see the sparkle right there a little bit. See it? Isn't that just amazing? Alright. They are really beautiful. Sorry, guys. They are just really beautiful. I really love them. I'm trying to propagate my silver philodendron. Some of it. There's several different pieces of it. We'll get to him in a minute. Here is a coleous. A lot of people grow these outside. At my local plant store, they had it in with the house plants, and I had bought it, and I didn't know what it was yet. I just loved the color. I love this neon green with the dark green on it. It's really nice. It was a lot smaller. It's growing like a weed. It really likes its spot, but yeah, it's my coleus. I had two of them. The other one, I think I sadly overwatered him. So these guys are very, very picky when it comes to being overwatered. But yeah, he's grown a lot. Then we have my aluminum plant here. This is actually one of the first plants I had ever gotten. And I didn't know anything about plants, and it had some spots on its leaves. So I had removed some leaves from the bottom here. So it used to have a lot more leaves. But then it sprouted out these extra little guys on the side here. There's another one right here. And also, there's like this little guy coming off the side of him here. So, I mean, he has been growing really nicely. He really likes his spot. It wasn't leaf spot disease. I bought it from a grocery store, and so the grocery store must have been overwatering it or something, because it wasn't leaf spot disease. I brought it into my local plant store, and there's a lady there that like knows her stuff, and she just said it was from overwatering. But there's my aluminum plant. It's gotten way bigger. It's gotten really beautiful. Here is a really cool plant It's in the prayer plant family. I think it's called a Calathea. Let me turn on this. There we go. Let's get a little extra light. It actually moves. You can't see it very much. Not like the other prayer plants, you can really tell. This one's not as noticeable, but it does fold up. It is to die for beautiful. I don't know much about this one. This is one of my newer ones. I had just gotten a group of like 6 plants last week. And this was in that group of 6 plants that I got. It is just really beautiful. I really love it. The leaves are so soft, if you will. They're really thin and soft. I really like it. It's really beautiful. Next to it is my dragon tree. He used to be in the bathroom. He really loved it in the bathroom too. And I think I had over-potted him really badly. So I had noticed his leaves here, they used to be like all up. And now they're all drooping down. So I had taken him out of his other pot and looked at his roots to find a bunch of root rot. I had over-potted the poor guy really badly, so a lot of his roots did rot. I had cut all the rotted roots out and potted him in a pot more his size, and he hasn't perked up like I thought he would. This was probably 3-4 days ago, and he's still, like, look at this new growth. That new growth shouldn't be like that. The new growth over here on this one is still standing up. So I don't know. I really don't know why it hasn't perked up and why it's still so unhappy. Look at all the leaves it's lost. See how that's all green? That means it's all new. I did prune it a little bit, but it already turned brown from where I pruned it. I pruned it from probably like right here. So I pruned it myself from right there. But from here up is all lost from whatever is going on with it. This one hasn't lost as many. But yeah, it really sucks because I really don't know what's going on with it. So if anybody may have any tips on what could be wrong with it, I let it dry out completely between waterings. It's not in direct sunlight. It doesn't seem to like direct sunlight. So yeah, that's my dragon tree. Here is just some snake plant babies. I shoved in some soil in hopes they'd root. Here's that neon pothos that I got on clearance at Home Depot for like $3. If you do follow my plant tour videos, this plant seriously started with just this, like, and just to here. So it just had 3 leaves on it, and I was going to propagate it, just cut the leaf off, propagate it, and throw the rest away. But I had chose to wait, and thank goodness I did, because look at how beautiful. It's filling in really nicely. It's filling in really nicely. Right here is my split leaf. Sorry about all the angles. I'm trying to fit them all in my camera screen here. And this is my split leaf philodendron. I love this plant. Just love it. It's been so cool to learn with it. I thought that the splits came in, like, as it grows. Like, I thought they came in solid like this and then split like this later. But this leaf right here is brand new. It just came in, and it came in already split. And it came in really floppy, and I was really worried about it. Like, the end of it wouldn't stay up. It kept, like, flopping down, and I thought it was maybe because the stake was in the way. But now it's kind of held itself up all on its own. So that's super cool. It's moderately big. If you can see this, it's up to my table there. So yeah, it's a really big, beautiful plant. I'd have to say it's one of my favorite plants. Look at the size comparison. It's so beautiful though. I love it. It used to be in my bedroom. I did move it out of this into this spot in hopes of get more light from the door being open. This leaf down here is turning a little yellow, and usually that means they need a little more light. I know it's not overwatering, so usually if the bottom leaves are turning yellow on these, it means they need more light. And we have my little Dieffenbachia right here. A lot of people don't like these because they're poisonous to animals. I don't have a cat. I have a dog, but she doesn't nibble on my plants, so it doesn't really bother me any. And I really like this plant. The leaves feel like velvet. It's so nice. Ooh, I wonder what caused that scratch. This leaf is brand new. This one right here just grew in. And right after he started to push out, this other one started to come out. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that little guy in there? There it is. Yeah, so it's got another little guy coming in. So yeah, that's my Dieffenbachia. Still just a little guy. This is another philodendron. I can't even get him all the way in the camera. Hold on. There we go. And this is one of my first plants, and I forever did not know what it was for the longest time. Excuse the pile of dirt on the floor. I was just done with my plants and was sweeping up the mess. But anyways, yeah, for the longest time I didn't know what it was. With the aluminum plant, I thought they had leaf spot disease. So I had cut some of the leaves off. Let's see if I can find an old leaf. There's not very many old leaves left on it. Here we go. Here's one of the few big leaves that are left, that I left because it wasn't as bad. And that's the little spots that I thought were maybe leaf spot disease. To find out, it was just extremely overwatered at the place that I got it from. Here's another one. But all these leaves have grown in since I've had it. All these nice, big, healthy leaves. This is the newest one. I really like it. I like the shape. The shape of the leaves is so odd. Like how it's got the waves in it. And the feel of it. The leaves are so thin. They're like, it's like a summer dress almost. Like if I could make a dress out of the way this leaf feels, I would totally do it. So there's my philodendron of some sort.